Hello everyone. In today's video, I wanted to show you how easy it is to subscribe yourself and others to different types of Verkada alerts. And I'm very excited about this because when I joined Verkada a few years ago, setting camera alerts, sensor and access control ones were very different, each of them living in a different portion of command. However, over the last year, we've done an incredible effort to bring those products closer together so you can enjoy a seamless experience no matter if you're looking to subscribe to door held open events, tailgating, all the way to vaping and line crossing. In order to do that, all we need to do is go inside the alert inbox. So this is a page that collapses all the Verkada alerts across your entire infrastructure and allows you to filter based on site, device type, event type, and user. This is very useful because any of these alerts not only will have the corresponding video associated to them if there is a camera that's matched to that particular device, but also will always self-refresh. So you can leave it on a screen, for example, if you have an active security room. Now, for most of us, it's most likely that we're not going to look at the screen and stay there and watch it all day. So we need a way to subscribe ourselves to these alerts. And this is where all you need to do is click on your alert, select your product type, for example, air quality sensors. And this is where I can select, let's say, a particular location, like our London site, and an event type. Let's make it noise level. So now I subscribe myself to any noise alerts coming from any sensors that are in the London site. Nothing to be found yet. The reason being is that I didn't set a noise threshold. The sensor itself does not know what noisy means for myself. We'll get to that a bit later, but for now, let's finish this workflow. A small option here actually allows me to send an alert when the event ends itself. So this is useful, for example, if you're doing air quality checks, your HVAC kicks in and you want to make sure that the CO2 has gone under your preferred threshold. Once I select the scope of my alert, I need to validate the action. So how am I supposed to get notified? That happens over email, SMS, or push notifications through the Verkada command app. And this is where I can actually subscribe other users and groups. So this is very important because you might have, for example, certain read-only users that you might not want them to come into command and go through this whole workflow. You can actually subscribe them to these alerts. You can even, for example, have generic emails that then can get injected into some sort of a SIEM system, for example. Then I have to define a schedule. So this is would tell command the times when I want these alerts to be served. So for example, I might not be interested in Saturdays and Sundays. All I need to do is click X and they disappear. I only get noise alerts during the working week. Last but not least, I have to give it a name. So I'll give it Dimi Noise Test. I can optionally add other editors and also leave a description as well. Once I click done, you'll actually see that now I have a brand new tab. And as you can imagine, you can edit the alert, you can mute it, delete it, and add multiple alerts that will live in their own separate tabs. So now let's go back and understand why I don't actually have any noise alerts. And that is because if I go inside air quality and I select the London site, I have just the one sensor here in this room that I'm recording. So I can see the noise level fluctuating as I'm recording this video, but there is no noise level that's being set. So all I need to do is set a trigger, lower it. You'll see that my alert here automatically pops in. So an admin is notified when these will hit different filters. And now I just need to go back to my alert and see if it worked. As you can see, I clap my hands a few times. An alert has been generated automatically, so I didn't need to refresh the page, and I already got an email and a push notification. So very easy to set up, and not just for sensors, but also for cameras, access controls, and alarms. They will be the same identical workflow. And remember that for certain devices, let's say cameras, if you're looking to set up motion alerts, you need to make sure that it is configured on a per camera basis, because you'll have things such as regions of interest that you can configure that is obviously dependent on how the camera is looking at. For most other alerts, think about door held open, door forced open, etc. It's super simple because obviously there's no variables to consider. Hopefully you have found this easy and intuitive. If you're already a Verkada customer, you can use this as of today. All you need to do is go back into the alert inbox as I showed you and start playing around with the filters and give it a try. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you'd like to attend a longer webinar, I'm also going to leave you a link there so you can subscribe and watch a more in-depth platform demo.